Hi, everybody. Dr. Lana Denny, Bulletproof Babes. And today I've got a really happy story for you and one that illustrates a really important point about your safety. So this nurse was telling the story, and she's a nurse that does hospice care. So she's out at all different hours of the night and in different locations. And she was out at a location one evening in a really remote area when she noticed that she needed to stop and get gas. Now, this was kind of a tactical error on her part. Really, if she was going to be out in a rural environment at night, she should have made sure that she had gas. But you know what? We all make mistakes. We're all humans. And so, lo and behold, she pulls into a gas station and it's unattended. There's nobody there because it's late at night, but the pumps are open and she starts pumping some gas into her car. And just then, another car pulls up with a guy, and he gets out and he starts pumping gas, and he notices her, and then he starts trying to make small talk with her. So, are you from around here? And she knew immediately that she was in a very vulnerable position. And not only that, her intuition, and that's the important part here, her intuition was telling her, get out of here. So she just kind of mumbled some small talk back to him while she's casually removing the pump from her car. She'd already gotten a few gallons in there, which was enough. And then he proceeded with the conversation to start coming around to her side of the pump. And at that time, she just got the car door open when he's looking in her back rear view window going, oh, are you alone? And right then she got in, closed the door, and locked it. And he ran over and tried to open the door and started pounding on the door and was like, you bitch, you know? And so her intuition was 100% spot on. And at that moment, she didn't care about appearing impolite. Because, my friends, remember the statement, politeness kills women. She didn't care about being perceived as impolite. She knew in her gut that she's in a vulnerable position and there was something wrong here. So she was able to get out of that situation and drive away with no violence. And by the way, I just want to mention that statement, are you from around here? That seems like a really innocent statement. And in some contexts, it can be, but it's also a classic predator interview statement because they want to find out, are you local? Because if you're a local person, it makes you less of an attractive target. If you're somebody like her who's just traveling through the area, then you're a very attractive target because you don't know the terrain well. You don't know the people around there. What's the vibe around there? You know, the police, all the rest of it. You know, you're a stranger in a strange land, right? And that makes you more vulnerable. So watch out for that question because that can have some very bad intent. And I hope that helps. I hope I see you soon.